with the Gladiators today to talk about their experience with their project in Mrs. Cook's class. When their project first started, they had planned on meeting with the Boys and Girls Club to get their background checks and also to plan a time for them to come for their event. They had planned on bringing athletes from Illinois State University along with them to teach the kids how to play certain sports like basketball or kickballs. And they also planned on having artsy crafts for the kids as well. They planned to have a school supplies drive, but however they ran into some real bumps along the way. Here's Ryan with more of the info.
So Ryan, how did your plans change and why?
Our plans changed because of the lack of interest from the Boys and Girls Club as far as our events went. We asked to do little arts and crafts and athletic events, and they kind of just turned us down they would rather us. They just kind of turned down our whole idea. And then there's bad weather preventing us from doing a Krispy Kreme fundraiser just to fundraise the money. And then on top of that, it was a lack of availability that prevented the grilled cheese at the pub because we wanted to get a spot outside the pub, and there was so many people had already booked it. So it was everywhere we tried to go, it's just people got on it just like that. Just people had the same idea as us, get on it fast, and we kind of lost out. We weren't fast enough.
What difficulties did you encounter and how did you overcome them?
To start off, the Boys and Girls Club had some difficulties talking to the person that was in charge of it with volunteer work, and then when we had fundraising, the weather was not working in our favor. The synergy at the time was an issue. I had experienced negative synergy because our initial plan was one thing and it turned out to be something completely different. Some ways that we tried to fix this was by reaching out to our professor and working with her to find more manageable solutions to finding how to access our funds for the Boys and Girls Club. We also had to find a way to balance our ability to receive messages. Most of the people in our group are action-oriented, and because of that, there can be a lack of concern for others on a personal level. But people began to emerge and take the people-oriented listening type approach.
How was your group able to incorporate course concepts into your project?
In the group, we were able to utilize 3 core concepts: forming, democratic leadership, and cooperative conflict. The first concept is forming. Forming is when groups explore their personal goals and group goals. This was something our group found very important. During our forming stage, we got to know each other and our group goals for the project. By the end of the meeting, we were able to establish common goals and objectives. Our forming stage was very successful. The next concept is democratic leadership. Democratic leadership is when members would seek input from their team. Our group modeled this by always opening up for members to give opinions about plans and achieving our goals. I believe that our group leadership style was democratic because we all tried to remain balanced between our relationships and getting our goals done and managing the different tasks. We did this by keeping our meetings strictly for our group projects and our relationships outside of our meetings to be able to effectively communicate for achieving goals. The last concept is cooperative conflict. Cooperative conflict means moving the group to productivity. This is essential for our group because we were faced with many challenges which caused conflict. When conflict came up, one of our group members would always speak up and remind us what the task at hand was. This was always something good because this kept our group productive and on task, which made us somewhat successful in achieving all of our goals.
So Alonzo, what happened at your event?
Well, I'd like to start by saying, as a group, we weren't really able to hold any formal events due to time restraints, uncooperative staff, and other types of, errors that happened along the way. But our original idea for a fundraiser was we were going to either do a fundraising event with either Insomnia Cookies or Krispy Kreme in order to sell their product on our campus and raise money. But like I said, due to uncooperative staff early in the process, we weren't able to actually get a formal fundraiser held. But what we did do is we were able to get one of the companies, Insomnia Cookies, to donate to our cause instead. And thanks to that, along with donations from family and friends, we were able to raise the money we needed anyway.
Now we're going to go to Kaya to talk about what the team accomplished.
Our group raised roughly $500 for the Boys and Girls Club just in donations. And in addition to that, we were able to get a 50 cookie donation from Insomnia Cookies. That'll be given to them at their teen night on May 15th. We didn't reach our original goal of $700, but we did get very close in our efforts.
So what decision-making process did you use?
We used the systematic decision-making process. We first assessed the situation and decided what would be best that we could provide for the kids. We decided that it would be beneficial to provide food for the kids teen night that they host at the Boys and Girls Club. So we had to think about different ways that we could go about getting the food. At first we thought it would be easiest to get monetary donations and then purchase the food on our own. But then we decided that it would be cheaper and easier for us to get organizations and companies to donate food. So we talked with a couple of different companies, and even though some told us no, we did get a donation from Insomnia Cookies of 50 cookies for the kids. We also used a systematic model, and so we had to decide the area of freedom, which is what we were allowed to do. We decided this by talking with Jenny and deciding what we were allowed to bring into the Boys and Girls Club, and we decided that since we did not have the proper license, we could not make the food for the kids, so getting organizations to donate to the Boys and Girls Club would be the best decision for us.
We're going to finish off with Jarrell here. He's going to explain to us what his group could tell other students to do in the future to help them with their project.
Yeah, you see, if you take this class in the future, the main points that you want to attack on is your time management and be doing something unique for the Boys and Girls and donating in a unique way. When you do something that's more different than the norm, then it gives your team more leeway in finding your path and what you want to do. Yeah. So.
Were your teammates satisfied with the outcome of your project? And do you think that you guys worked cohesively? What would you guys have done differently?
Yeah, I think we were satisfied with the outcome of the project. In the end, I think we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. I think we worked pretty cohesively with one another. After the first few awkward stages that we went through during the process, the norming process, the storming process, and so forth, it was a little, hesitant with one another. But after we got through it together, we got through everything, and then we were all good. We were all united. If we could have did it differently, we probably would have been more in contact with the Boys and Girls Club on a more usual basis, and that's probably what we could have did in the beginning more. And yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today and for the rest of the semester. This class has been great. Thank you, Mrs. Cook. We learned a lot, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your summer.
Bye.
Oh, that was it. What questions did you... sorry.
The synergy at the time was an issue. When problems arose, our group was having we were called.
They also planned to have arts and crafts for the kids who weren't interested in playing athletics. They planned to...
Can you just cut it?
Now we're going to go to Kaya to ask them to talk to them about what they accomplished. Yeah. What decision-making process did you use?
For this, we used the systematic. Here in the back.
And and another